my name is Clarissa Garza, and this is my discussion. So, to start off with discussion one, I would like to reflect on the debate between realism and idealism. So, realism is the reality that is independent of our experience. So, this means that our experience is, I don't want to say worthless to reality, but it's separate from reality. So, we can't use that, you know? And so, I'm not gonna explain this, but realist, what I do believe in is that realist, like mere appearance can only exist in the mind, like dreams. An example, dreams I think are not real. I think that they are just mere appearances. Um, I don't think that there is any particular message when you have dreams, especially nightmares. Um, I think that um, they're just a part of your imagination. Um, and so, but what I also believe is I part of idealism, which is reality is just dependent on your experience. Um, I think that to help us, especially I think that our experience, especially in school and learning subjects and stuff, and I think that'll help us gain experience to to push through reality, especially as you get older, and as you become an adult and get a job and stuff. I think that is I think reality is dependent on experience. So also part of realism, which I believe in also, is the possible that there are no unknowable realities, which leads me to the next question. um of I think that we should think of reality just in terms of what we perceive and know. And so for my second discussion, um I believe that our knowledge is limited to what we know by reason and sense perception. I think that it's common sense in a way. Um I think that I I think that if you see it and you feel it, or there's a reason to it, I think that it's that our knowledge is limited to it. Um, which leads me to our third discussion. Um, I think that absolute certainty. I think because we experience and we feel things, we feel everything in our lives, and we experience our lives daily, that we are a thinking thing with absolute certainty. Like, um, you feel people, you feel emotions, you feel you have thoughts, you experience life every day. Um, so I think there is no reason to reject that. Um, because we're absolutely certain we are alive. We are real people, We are real human beings. And so for my final discussion, I would take the red pill. I would I think I would what's more important to me is knowing the truth, because like if you take the blue pill, you won't know that the people that you love or the things you love are not real. You wouldn't know you're in a simulation. You wouldn't know reality. And so I would prefer the miserable truth, because I would experience the real time, reality. You know what I mean? And so I would want to know the honesty rather than living a happy lie, because happiness, you wouldn't feel you would just be feeling happiness. You wouldn't be feeling sadness, you wouldn't be feeling anger. And so it'd be just one emotion you're feeling. And that's not reality. That's obvious. That's a fantasy, in my opinion. And so, but this is the end of my discussion. Thank you.